It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vezenkov in at the four-man position. Here's Papanikolaou, defended by Pokusevski. Here's the and it's a great finish!
Oh my! Wow! We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Pass to Papanikolaou. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Lundberg. Here's Davies. Drains the 19-footer.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Defended by Jones, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
0. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. That one is no good. Full. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. On the wing, Brown. He's guarded by Fournier. Here's Pokusevski. No good with the triple. Pass to Vezenkov. Fournier gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And stolen by Fournier. Here's Papanikolaou. Defended by Pokusevski.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pokusevski with the bucket.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Defended by Jones. And they're running. Pokusevski in the corner. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Davies kicks to Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
From 12 feet out. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Pass to Papanikolaou. Shoots over Brown. Drops in the short one.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
1:36 left in the first quarter. Jones in the post. He has yet to score. Davies with the bucket. Davies has gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. They set the pick. Here's Fournier. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against Lynn.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
Jones drives in, and the shot goes in.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside Fournier. And he converts the layup. Fournier's got his second bucket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Lundberg, who's guarded by Fournier. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to the wing. 4 on the clock. Here's Fall. Here's Papanikolaou. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Outside, Jones. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Up by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
There's the triple. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Down low. That shot missing. Good D by Jones. Pass to Ntilikina. Jones with the screen on Evans. Ntilikina kicks to Jones. Offline from the top of the key.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Peters has got his first basket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Six to shoot. Drives to the hoop. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
From deep, Evans. Offensive rebound. Milutinov. And the layup's good off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Ntilikina looking it over. Over Evans. Ntilikina can't hit. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Evans outside. And he hits it to tie the game up. Evans has got his first 2 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's the screen. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Dorsey. Still scoreless. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. A steal. To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul, second team foul.
That one is off.
At the line for 2, number 40.
He hits the second from the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And Jones slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Home team foul. Number 19. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 1:34 left here in the second. Here's Peters. Latre. It's good from long range.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Here's Ntilikina. Covered by Evans. Ntilikina kicks to Jones. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in.
No question that Ntilikina is athletic. I love seeing him use it to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Dorsey passes to Peters. Klops in the layup for 2.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Ntilikina, covered by Evans. Jones with the screen on Evans. 5 to shoot, to the middle. And Jones with the stuff.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Dorsey, 2 shots.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up 5-4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And that is a wrap.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've got Brown, also Pokuševski out there. And it's Davies in at center. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. Pass to Vezenkov. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Lundberg, who's guarded by Fournier. Davies kicks to Brown. Okrzyjewski with the ball. Stripped it away. Here's Papanikolaou. He's covered by Brown. They grab their own miss. Pass to Fall. The shot from the low post is good.
Yeah, they get one to Fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
A tight game here in New York. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Pakusevski. His three-pointers off the mark. Pakusevski's gone 1 of 4 so far. Here's Fournier. It's good. This game is all even. Fournier's got 6 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
To the paint, here's Fall. A miss that time would have put him up. Fall's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Lundberg. Brown against Fournier. Brown drives in. Pass to Lundberg. Davies dishes to Jones. Baseline try, and the jumper falls for him. Jones has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Defended by Jones. Fournier in the corner. To the middle. Gets it to go. That one good from Fall. Fall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Davies.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
And so here's the home team. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Pakusevski. Back to Jones. From 8. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. .158 left in the third quarter. Here's Vezenkov for the lead, and he sinks the layup. Vezenkov's got his second bucket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Brown outside. Here's Pakusevski, and it's off from three-point range.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Vezenkov. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Vezenkov's got 6. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. Here's Lundberg. Sinks the three-pointer. Lundberg's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Pass to Vezenkov. From outside the arc. Cans it from downtown. Vezenkov's got 7 now in this quarter.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
To the inside. Defended by Jones. Krusevsky grabs the miss. Jones against Fournier. Jones looking for an opening. There's Davies. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. He's got 8.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Three tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They set the screen. Here's Ntilikina.
Not afraid to get roughed up a little inside. Ntilikina gotta appreciate the fearless attitude.
That free throw missing. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
And Jones pulls it down. Pass to Ntilikina. To the wing on the left. 5 on the clock. Screen by Jones. Free throw line jump shot, and it's good. 2 points.
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Here's Dorsey. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Jones has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. And here's Evans outside. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 6th rebound on the night. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Dorsey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul, first team foul. At the line.
Free throw good, Dorsey.
Dorsey taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Ntilikina, covered by Evans. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
Now Dorsey. Pass to Peters. Evans kicks to Dorsey. Clock at 6. Now here's Evans. Defense is right there. Here's Milutinov. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Well, that's all about effort. He knows how much each bucket means right now, and he's clearly willing to fight for it.
Here's Ntilikina. That one goes. Count it.
How about the fearlessness in the moment? Ntilikina demonstrating great control and decision-making during these crucial possessions.
Dorsey passes to Peters. Knocked loose.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Over to the left wing. A shot by Dorsey, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here's the floater. Milutinov, defended by Jones.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Ntilikina passes to Jones. Here's Ntilikina. Over Evans. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Takes it inside. Money!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Down low, Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Here's Dorsey. There's the pick to tie it up. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been...
Second team foul.
Where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, with double-checking, and the game continues on.
Inside. Nice move. To the middle. It's picked off. Pass to Peters. Money!
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
That might be the play of the game.
And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean,
Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
At 7 foot, you do not have to go far to reach the rim. Pokashevsky, easy money.
Pass to Mirotic. Fires from deep. The long distance three is buried.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Lundberg. Pokashevsky with it. The three. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. They set the pick. And he drops it in from the low post.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's Lundberg. And it's all from three-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And that one drops for him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Pokashevsky. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Pokashevsky's got 5 points.
And this will be more and more a part of his game, the more efficient he gets. Pokashevsky, a big who can shoot it.
Jones with the ball. Oh, they get a hand on it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a three. Balmaro grabs the board.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Nifty move. And it's good on the layup.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Jones feels it out. There's the triple. He drops it from range.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Now here's Jones. Pass to Lundberg. And misses it off the right side of the rim. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Now here's Brown. Still without a bucket. Pokashevsky the miss. Six to shoot. Defended by Jones. Got a hand on it.
Oh, send it back, Alexei Pokashevsky. Make him feel that 7-foot frame.
Number 32 at the line for 2.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. 1:04 left in the first quarter here. Here's Lundberg. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts. There's 42 seconds left in the first. Here's Balmaro. Defended by Brown. Here's Balmaro. Right side Brown. Nice form on the 20-footer. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Up by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And there's a pick. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Here's Brooks. It's blocked. To the middle. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. From deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. So it's the home team now. It's a 5-point game. Jones sets a screen. From downtown. Washington outside. Clock at 6. Left side Jones. Washington outside. Fades. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Washington against Brooks. Driving in. And a nice finish on the layup. Brooks has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
The home team calls timeout. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Softly drops in the floater.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Jones grabs the board. Jones has got his 4th rebound in this one. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And it's in there. Now Brooks.
Third team foul. Number 19. First personal foul. First team foul.
The visitors with the ball. 3-point lead. There's the 3. That shot, no good. Fast break, here we go. Can't hit from in close. And here's the fast break. Here's McCormick. Lays it up and banks it in.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
The home team calls timeout. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And here's Washington. No points yet. And he banks in the layup.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Brooks against Washington. And it's Brooks missing.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
To the right side. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the second quarter. Jones. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Brooks against Washington. Takes it inside, and Washington powers it through.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
56 seconds left in the second. Jones with a screen on Brooks.
Away team foul.
Nilakina, he's checked in for Washington.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
52 seconds left in the first half. Jones up top. Pass to Nilakina. The 3 is up. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
"26 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got rebound number 7 tonight. The shot. Off the left rim and out.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Leading by a point. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my. Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Jones in at the 1. Defended by Jones. Oh! And he dunks it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Nice open look, but it's no good.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
The offensive rebound. Pokashevsky covering. Pass to Mirotic. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Pure from three-point range. He's got 6.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Lumper. Fires it from 18. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Offensive rebound. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one misses.
Shooting for the away team. Number 32.
So he comes up empty at the line. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Jones. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
Jones hits them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Team foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. A tight one here in New York City. Uses the glass on the layup. Jones has got 4 points this quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Balmaro. No points so far. They set the pick. Here's Mirotic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
Mirotic. 2 shots. The play will be reviewed. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Lundberg. Gets the 3 to fall. Lundberg's got 5.
So the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
There's a screen. Here's Balmaro. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brown with it. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Oh, they pick off the pass. Pass to Lundberg for the lead. Doesn't go for him. Lundberg's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Fires for 3. Hauled in by Brown.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
For the tie. And Lundberg gets it to go. Lundberg's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pass to Mirotic. Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time. They've got a shot at taking back the lead here.
Yes, they do. Could be the opening they've been waiting for.
Here's the pick. Here's Brown. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Mirotic. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 10.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Now here's Jones, guarded closely. Pass to Lundberg. Just 5 on the clock. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Lundberg's got 9.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
Oh, Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
He does not get the second one. And he nails the third.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Washington passes to Jones. Down low. Sinks that one from the post.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. They lead by 3. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Pass to Washington. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Now here's Brooks. Fires the 3. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Six on the shot clock. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Stolen by Jones. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. That gives them the lead.
His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Count it, good.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. To the inside, to the paint. The 3 is up. No luck on that one. They set the screen. Clock at 6. Now Washington. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Jones sets a screen. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. There's the block. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Pass to McCormick. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 5. Let's go with a 3. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Takes the 3.
Oh my, turning it over at such a critical point in the game.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter. They set a pick. And counted from 19 feet away. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Yeah, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Washington outside. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Inside. Here's Jones. And that one is hammered home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Three-pointer, Brooks. He's off on that one. Washington against Brooks. Washington outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that'll put him up 2.
He missed a chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Washington against Brooks. No good on the triple. Huge moment here.
You have to stay calm in these situations.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Washington. 6 to shoot. Oh, wow. Unable to get off a shot. They'll turn it over. Very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. And the visitors call time here. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
There's 6 seconds left in the game.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
The home team calls timeout. Here's Jones. Oh, no good! And the visitors call time here. stolen by Jones. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Here we go. This one for three. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Outside Jones. Got a piece of it. Here's Mirotic. The layup off target.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Jones' shot is good.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Jones has gone 50% from the field. 3 out of 6. Ooh, poked away. Defended by Brown. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Pass to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Jones has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Going inside, uses the glass to finish the layup. Well, overtime basketball, about a minute and a half played. And there's the screen. Kick out to Brown. The shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Just about 2 minutes into the overtime period. What a game. Pass to Mirotic. Count it!
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's Lundberg. And he buries it. And tie game! Huge basket right there. They set a pick. It's a one-on-one situation. Misses from close range. And the visitors call time here. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. It's in!
Late here in the quarter, they still have a foul to give.
And the visitors call time here. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Defended by Brown. Can't knock in the three. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul, second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
And so they get the victory here at home. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Hands of the ball out of bounds. Fournier last touched it. Here's Mirotic. It's intercepted. Vazenkov. Here's Papanikolaou. That's tipped. Here's the teardrop. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Papanikolaou. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Excellent D there from Mirotic. Here's Bolmaro. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Vazenkov. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Home team foul. Papanikolaou. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pushing it up. Papanikolaou, good.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Here's Bolmaro. He's guarded by Fournier. Six on the shot clock. Back to Mirotic. He was all alone on that one.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Papanikolaou. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Off with the layup.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Into the lane. Rebounded by Papanikolaou.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And that one, good.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Pass to Mirotic.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the first quarter. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Fournier over to help. And the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Outside Mirotic. This one for 3. He doesn't hit that one. 1:19 left in the first quarter. And stolen by Mirotic. Here's Bolmaro. There's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Rob. Here's Papanikolaou. The shot. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Rebounded by Papanikolaou. Outside Fournier. Pass to Papanikolaou. Here's Fall. Out left to the wing. Here's Vazenkov. Off target at the rim. It's stolen. And here's the break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Nice
First
work to
team
get it
foul.
inside and draw the contact.
Two shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. "12 seconds left in the first. Quizair drills it from outside.
Quizair. 3 points.
Pass to Fall. 2 on the clock. He takes it up and lays it in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
That will count, and still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Up by 1, and we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
Brooks, the pass to McCormick. On Friday, then on Sunday. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for the away team.
And the first one at the line is good.
McCormick at the line for 2.
And he makes both free throws.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Now Dorsey. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Here's Peters. Drains it from 9 feet away. Peters has got his first bucket in this one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Peters grabs the miss.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Down low. The jump hook. Fired from way outside. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And they're on the break. Evans against Brooks. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brooks has got his first 2 points of the night.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Evans against Brooks. It's tipped. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Dorsey. Scoreless thus far. Here's Milutinov. Here's Dorsey. Brooks covering. 4 on the shot clock. To the left wing. Here's Peters. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Peters has got 5.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And they're pushing it up. Here's Milutinov. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Here's Quizair. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 6 points for him. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Here's Dorsey. Misses the 3. From deep three-point land. Peters grabs the miss. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Now Dorsey. Peters passes to Dorsey. Here's Peters from the arc. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. puts up a deep three. Peters grabs the miss.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Kept alive to the left side wing. Here's Dorsey. Buries the corner three. Dorsey's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Dorsey's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Gozer. 55 seconds left in the first half. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. .52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here's Evans. No scoring in this one. Hit the floater. McCormick with the rebound. Here's Gozer. 6 points for him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2x the free throw line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the line for him here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The offensive rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And it's Evans in the corner. Up in time. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the... Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's Papanikolaou. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall in its center. Here's Vezenkov. Good on the triple. Vezenkov's got his second bucket of the night.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Papanikolaou, the pass to Fall. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Three-pointer. No good on the shot.
They're off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Pass to Vezenkov. Back to Fournier. From downtown, here's Fall. Drops it in from 14 feet away. 6 points for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
And there's the drive. Heritage has a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to Fall.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart them, kind of wake them up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
Away team foul. Number 1. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Fournier. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Mirotic grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Three-pointer. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Vezenkov's got 4 rebounds now tonight to the inside. Fall. Pass to Papanikolaou. Here's Vezenkov. Puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. Fall passes to Papanikolaou. Outside Fournier. Sinks the triple. Fournier's got 6 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And the call will be against Fournier.
Fournier.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Foul. First team foul.
1:58 left here in the third quarter. Outside for Mirotic. Just 5 on the clock.
And the defense has really locked down on them in this half. They need to start working to get some higher percentage shots.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Papanikolaou. Here's Vezenkov. Now here's Fournier. Goes up the baseline, and that's good for 2. He's got 8.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it. Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Pass to Vezenkov. No good with the layup.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Here's Balmore. Over to the wing. Mirotic the screen. No good on the 3. Outside Fournier. Here's Vezenkov. Covered by Mirotic.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 13. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Fall, and it's Papanikolaou in at the 3, the small forward. Back to Brooks. Here's Vezenkov. Inside. Swiped away. It's deflected. Here's Kozier. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Vezenkov's got 6 rebounds in the game. Fournier's shot is off. Here's Kozier. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And here's the fast break. Here's Papanikolaou. Brooks grabs the board.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Buries the long-range jumper.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Fall. Over Brooks.
Home team foul. First personal foul. Substitution on the clock.
Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now Dorsey. Pass to Peters. Here's Dorsey. Shoots. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Peters has gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just one miss.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Dorsey's gone 1 of 4 from the field. They set the pick. Here's Cozier from past the arc. That shot off.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Peters. From outside, off the mark. Here's the break. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
It's one thing to get close, but do they have enough left in the tank to take the lead? We'll have to see.
Brooks against Evans. Pass to Peters. Takes a 3. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
1:12 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Cozier. Pass to Brooks. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Now Dorsey. Peters kicks to Evans. Here's Peters. Here's Milutinov. Goes back up. Here's Evans. McCormick with the rebound. Turning here to our analysts. What factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Offensive rebound. The layup off target. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Picked off in midair. It's good! And now they trail by just 4.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
We're going the other way.
Away team ball.
Right side, Mirotic. Off target from outside. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Away team foul. Number 11. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
Off target from three-point range. And so they get the victory here at home. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch.
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. Hello everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. Here's Lundberg, Fournier covering. The three-pointer off the mark. Puts up a three. Pass to fall. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
And here's Jones. They set the pick from behind the arc. Second shot opportunity, and he takes it up and lays it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Papanikolaou. Offline with a three. Here's the three. And Brown gets the three.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Fournier. Here's Fall. Nice D from Pokashevsky.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Brown inside. Pulls it. The rebound by Vezenkov.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
It's intercepted. And here they come. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 5.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. 2 points. That one goes.
And hey, Fournier is not just an outside shooter. I mean, he can also get busy near the basket thanks to that quick release.
Here's Lundberg, and he drives in. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Now here's Fournier. Pass to Vezenkov.
Away team foul. Davies. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Fournier. Clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Papanikolaou, defended by Brown. Here's Vezenkov. Oh, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A minute 53 left in the first. Here's Lundberg. Fournier covering. Pass to Pokashevsky. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Fall.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Down low. And the layup falls.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Now here's Jones. He's covered closely. It's tipped, and he stays with it.
Home team foul. Foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, Brown. And there's a defensive 3-second call.
Team ball. Shooting for the away team.
And the technical free throw is good. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lundberg. Fournier covering. Lundberg shot is off. Outside Fournier. Defended by Jones. Pass to Vizenkov. First trip to the line for him here.
Personal foul, second team foul. At the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the strike.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
The visitors with the ball. Here's Lundberg. Driving inside. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Lundberg's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kept alive. Goes back up. Misses at the rim. Now Pokashevsky. With 1 on the clock. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Leading by 4. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Rock the baby, working the size advantage inside.
Here's Ntilikina. Ball stolen. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Peters. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Here's Jones. To the left wing. Pass to Ntilikina. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. The shot off that time. Here's Peters, defended by Jones. That ties the game.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Here's Ntilikina. Still no points. Jacks up a 3. No good that time. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Peters. And the jumper from the wing offline. From deep. Knocks it down from distance.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Dorsey. The deep 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
A very high percentage look when the D is nowhere to be seen.
Away team foul. Number 19. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Peters sent away.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Jones sets a screen. Here's Ntilikina. No good with the triple. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Good work there as it goes.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
There's a minute 54 left in the first half. Pass to Jones. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. On Tuesday and then Friday.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Washington's checked in for Nilakina. Here's Evans. He's guarded by Washington. Evans, that's good.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Washington left side. The floater. Count that bucket.
Washington Jr.
Stolen by Jones. To the middle. Tipped. A minute 4 left in the first half. Here's Peters. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor.
Launches it. Hits the three-pointer. He's got 6.
Boy, are they shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. My, throwing some gas on the fire for sure.
36 seconds left in the second. In transition. Here's Jones. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
To halt the run. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Washington with the ball. To the wing, right side. Releases. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
And, you know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
No need to rush that play. That's called giving away a possession.
One second left. And that's not going to go. And the first half now in the books. Leading by 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get into space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times.
And how about we move it up? Appreciate you joining us. It's been
well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Jones feels it out. Six on the shot clock. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Lundberg in at the shooting guard position. There's a screen. Here's Fall. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Setting up in the half court where they've been somewhat ineffective.
And that's in part because this defense has been so solid.
Outside Jones. Pass to Pokashevsky. The 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 5 rebounds in the game. Defended by Jones. Here's Fall. Here's Papanikolaou. He's scoreless. And he can't get that one.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, we want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams.
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. They set the screen. Here's Jones. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Here's Papanikolaou. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Pokashevsky in the high post, and it's rejected. And he gets it back. Tries again. Jump shot is good that time. Pokashevsky's got 4 points in the quarter. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And he makes it.
The penetrating game, the ability to get inside off the dribble, very important for this team. And Fournier is brilliant when it comes to slicing up the defense with his drives.
Pass to Pokashevsky. Lets the three fly. Sinks it from distance. Pokashevsky's got 7 points.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Fournier for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. That's good.
Fournier saying, you sink one on us, I'm coming right back at you.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
At the line for your home team.
And the free throw, no good. We've got 1:23 left in the third. And he lobs it up. Very pretty alley-oop.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Yep, that one goes.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Now here's Jones, tightly guarded. They set the pick. Pass to Brown, 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got rebound number 8 now. Outside Fournier.
Away team foul.
He's had just one attempt at the line earlier.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line.
That's good from Fournier.
And Fournier is highly skilled, a crafty European talent who's really fearless when it comes to shooting the basketball.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Pokashevsky. 9 points in the game. 11 seconds left in the third. The rebound by Vezenkov.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
The third quarter comes to a close. Up 7. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it's really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And that one's good.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
It's hauled in by Fall.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Papanikolaou. That three's off the mark. The three ball knocks down the long J.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Outside Fournier from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Fournier's got 10 points here in the second half. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Fournier covering. A rebound by Vezenkov. Vezenkov's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fournier for 3. Missed it. 4 for 8 in the contest. The shot that time not on target. Here's Papanikolaou, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw is good.
Tough miss at this juncture. They're down 2 baskets right now.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. From the arc. That shot off the mark.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
There's a screen. 5 on the clock. Drives to the hoop. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The first one falls.
Number 45.
It's both from the stripe. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Evans. Takes a 3. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up. Can't nail the jumper.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Here's Papanikolaou. And that one, good. We've got 1:48 left to play in the fourth. Here's Ntilikina. The teardrop. And rejected. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Long range from the inbound. Rebounded by Evans.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
For 3. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 4 rebounds now. A 1:15 left in the fourth. Yep, that one's good.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot. It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, you could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Here's Papanikolaou. Into the lane. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end. 41 seconds left in the game. Pass to Nilakina. Jones sets a screen. Clock at 6. High arcing shot. Nilakina misses.
Home team foul. Nilakina. First personal foul. Third team foul.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 4-3. Connects from downtown. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Team foul.
First free throw is good, and that brings him within single digits.
Evans taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down,
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Pokuševski, and it's Jones in at the point. There's the pick. Off with the layup. Here's Davies. The three, pocket 6. They get the rebound. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Pokuševski grabs the miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Lundberg. To the paint. Here's Davies with a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And good that time.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Jones, no luck. Yes, that goes in.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
The three drains the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Good on the shot. Jones has got 5.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Mirotic's shot is off.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
At the teardrop. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Shields from down in the low post. It goes. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Jones, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. Jones has gone 2 for 5 tonight. Fires the three. Outside for Mirotic. Good on the three-point shot.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. But it's no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Poku really outsmarting the opposition that time defensively in the right spot.
Davies. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good.
Davies taking 2 shots.
Davies hits them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Balmoro. Stolen. All by himself. The finish. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And that's up-tempo basketball
at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
23 seconds left to play in the first. And looks like the illegal kick is set. Yep, that's right. That'll get the attention.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Jones against Brooks. Pass to Pakusevsky. It could go. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. They're up by 2. The second quarter coming up. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Washington finds Jones. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good.
Jones taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Here's Quizair. And it's blocked. Here's Bonga. A 3-ball. They get it back. Jones kicks to Washington. A 3-pointer, no good. He's covered by Washington. There's a good screen to the right side. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Jones with the screen on Brooks. From deep, Washington. And he's good on the 3-ball. Washington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Brooks from outside. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Here's Washington. McCormick with the rebound.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Chalk up 2 there.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Jones with the screen on Brooks. Now Washington, 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Jones. Misses the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that
position. Driving in. Here's Quizair. No good on the triple. Brooks against Washington. Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Brooks, the pass to Quizair. They set the pick. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from 3-point range.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on it.
Jones with the screen on Brooks. 1:43 left in the first half of basketball. Jones sets the pick for Washington. Launches a three. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Fast break, here they come. And he uses the glass on the layup. 1:04 left in the first half. There's the pick. Here's Cozier. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. No good with the layup. And here we go. Here's Jones. McCormick with the rebound. 29 seconds left in the second quarter.
Away team foul. Brian, first personal foul. First team foul.
Puts it up off the inbound, and it's good on the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Up top, Washington. Brooks covering. 12 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Bunga driving to the basket, and he makes good on the layup.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Brooks misses. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Up 7. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your...
Hello. Swerving off topic for a moment. I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man, it's a hot...
And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the home team. And that about wraps it up.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Shields off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oh, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
They've got Jones, and it's Davies in at center. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Kusevsky offline with the baseline jumper. Driving inside. And that one, good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Jones, no luck. Jones has gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. Defended by Jones. Here's the screen. 5 on the clock to the middle. It's deflected. Okushevsky with the ball. Nothing on the board. From deep. The shot will not fall.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Shields. That 3 off the mark.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Jones finds Pokushevsky. No good from outside.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Krzyzewski grabs the miss.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Out to the wing. A floater. Bucket is good.
Assist from Jones.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Offline with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To the inside. Here's Jones. .156 left in the third. Pass to Mirotic. Off target with his 3. A nice lead and looking confident.
And they've got a chance to push it to double digits. Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
To the wing right side. 1:21 left in the third quarter. Shoots from the high post. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
The play is under video review under NBA.
Constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
1:15 left to play in the third. Outside, Jones. And he banks in the layup. Jones has got 7 points in the game.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 7.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Defended by Jones. Outside from Mirotic.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for your home team.
The first one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jones with the screen on Brooks. From deep, Washington hits the three-point bomb. Washington's got his second basket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The third quarter comes to a close. Leading by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Washington against Brooks. Now, here's Washington. He's covered closely. With some arc, it's tipped. Brooks, the pass to McCormick. Pass to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Here he goes. On Tuesday and then on Thursday.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And both free throws good for Brooks.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half. And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Away team ball.
Screen by Jones. Pass to Bonga. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Brooks, the pass to Quizer. They set the pick. Ring shot on the way. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Washington against Brooks. Shoots it up. And it's Washington missing.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Brooks misses. Brooks has gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Down low, here's Bonga, and he lays it straight in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Bonga's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
That one falls. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Jones sets the pick for Washington. Out to the right wing. And here's Jones. Brooks grabs the board. Ripped away. Here's Bonga. Had the space there, but it's offline.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Right wing.
Away team foul. Brown, second personal foul. Second team foul.
The visitors on defense. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Brooks, the pass to Quizer. From outside, off the mark. We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. Finish off the break.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Brooks outside. They get it back. McCormick off target at the rim. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Here's Bunga. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Lets it go with a three. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Took him no time at all on that one. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Old team foul. Armani Brooks. First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good on the quick three.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Washington. Clock at 4. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's...
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. To the paint. Jumps up. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? And with the regular season coming to an end, here are the new power rankings. They stalled a little bit, looking to get something started and make a move up the ladder.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they've surprised so many people with their ability to maintain this astonishing display of dominance. But here they are, the best team in the league late into the season.
Here's Vezinkov. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. And the basket by Balmaro.
Yeah, and the advance pass there set it all up. Scanning ahead for the early offense opportunity.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
Outside Fournier. There's the three. Pass to fall. And the layup is good off the glass. Just over a minute and a half in. Over to the left wing. Here's Balmaro. Three-pointer off the mark. Here we go. Here's Vezinkov. And he lays it up and in.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Pass to Balmaro. Got a piece of it. Here's Papanikolaou. To the wing on the left. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. He nails it, and we're tied.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
The three. From outside the arc. They get it again. And the ball ends up out of bounds. Now keep possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And they're pushing it up. And that misses. That would have put them up. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
On target from range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And here is Fournier. Pass to Vezinkov. Unloads. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
They get it back. Takes a three. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
1:16 left in the first. Fournier for 3. Not going to go that time.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Yeah, guys, Coach mentioned how Domantas Sabonis can be a game wrecker in the paint. Coach told me we need to get big bodies on Sabonis and force him outside, make him move around. We need to knock him off the blocks if we can. So it sounds like the defensive game plan may revolve around Sabonis, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. It's stolen. In transition, here they come. Count that one.
I like what I saw on both ends that time, hustling on defense to create some offense.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And there's the drive. To the left side wing. Here's Mirotic. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Up 7, and the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Basket counts.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's Dorsey. Launches it. Counted from distance. Dorsey's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Oh, ripped away. Out on his own on the break. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
Here's McCormick. No made baskets yet. Out left to the wing. 5 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Peters. From deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Evans. Second chance effort. Brooks defending. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Peters. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is definitely not on their side.
And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
At the line for 2,
And he drops the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Here's the 3, and Dorsey gets it to go. Dorsey's got 6 points in the quarter.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And it's Brooks missing.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Drops in the three.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
And there's a pick. Three-pointer. And he misses again. Now 0 for 3.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. .125 left in the first half of this one. Let's go with a 3, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Here's Peters, driving to the basket, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's the pick. Here's Peters. Off target at the rim.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Evans. Brooks defending. With the drive. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. No good on the 3. Here's Dorsey. Sinks the tray. Dorsey's got 12 now in this quarter. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. They're up by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Well, guys, any thoughts on where these teams are heading?
A few will rise, a few will fall, and some, like my own career, remain strong in control.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the visiting team.
Their offense is...
And that is going to do...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. To the inside. Ball no good.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
Old team foul. First personal foul.
Outside Fournier. Banked it in off the glass. 6 points for him.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 4 rebounds now. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Vezenkov's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And he makes it on the layup.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Now here's Fournier. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. These are his first free throws of the game.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for the away team.
That's good for Fournier.
Taking 2 shots.
Fournier hits them both. Here's Balmaro. And he goes in for the dunk.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Vezenkov. That one goes. Count it. Vezenkov's got his second basket on the night. Vezenkov's gone 2 of 4 shooting. It's deflected.
Team foul. Shields. First personal foul. Second team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Vezenkov. They get it back. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Here's Balmaro. Fournier covering.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Shot clock at 6.
Away team ball.
With a healthy advantage, they're looking confident.
And could boost their lead to double digits here, too.
And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
A quick shot there. It's off target.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Here's Vezenkov. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Pass to Balmaro. Looking to win the run. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Papanikolaou. Yep, that one goes.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Pass to Balmaro. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 6 rebounds in the game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. And here's the fast break.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And it's Fournier penetrating. Oh, he misses the dunk.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 13. And don't go away. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Offensive board. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, good whistle there.
He's off on the first.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. He takes it in, and the shot's good.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Brooks outside. Hits the trifecta.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And the visitors call time here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Over to the wing, fires the 3, buries it from 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
But Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
Lets a floater go, and Dorsey gets it to go.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
And he double clutches and throws it down.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Pass to Evans, 6 to shoot. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Ja.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Now Brooks. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Peters. That shot missing. Peters has gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Here's Chop. The ball's knocked loose. And here comes the break. Here's Evans. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Throws it down despite a man right in his face. Opportunity here to make it a 3-point play.
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
A minute 53 left to play in the fourth. Another shot. McCormick with a rebound. Brooks outside. Pass to McCormick. Out to the wing.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
First team foul.
A minute 29 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Evans. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense.
At the line for the away team. Peters at the line for 1.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Here's Dorsey. Drains the triple. Dorsey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Safe to say, the outcome is no longer in question.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
From downtown, McCormick with a rebound. Here's the break. Goes back up, outside for Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. That one no good. There's 31 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Dorsey. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Offensive rebound. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It wasn't.